The camera sweeps over the bare halls of an Arizona estate that's been lavishly furnished, furniture removed, curtains pulled down, and a solitary pair of children's shoes abandoned on the doorstep. And in the center of the driveway is Robyn Brown. By herself, trembling, tears streaming down her face. A creased eviction notice in one hand, a court ruling in the other. "This wasn't supposed to happen. Not to me," she whispers. Only 72 hours before, she was the queen of Kody's kingdom. The favorite, the legal wife. Now, she has no place to call home. No bank account. No husband. Because Meri and Janelle simply did something no one ever imagined. They sued her, and they stole it all back. In a courtroom battle that destroyed the Brown dynasty for all time, the sister wives' war has officially gone nuclear. Was Robyn the real victim, or the mastermind of it all? Comment below. Was this karma, or a trap? Let us know your theory before we reveal what really went down. The storm did not start in court. It started with a letter. It was early morning when Meri Brown opened her dusty mailbox in Flagstaff and found a thick yellow envelope with no return address. At first she thought it was junk mail, but the way her name was written, no handwriting, just printed block letters, made her pause. She tore it open, and 3 words fell into her lap. "You've been erased." A copy of the legal document had been attached. Reassignment of property. Transfer of trusts. Her name had been removed quietly from the family trust. Not only hers, Janelle's as well. All properties, business and accounts were now in one name. Robyn Alice Brown. The legal wife. The beneficiary. The last remaining queen of Kody's kingdom. Meri felt the blood leave her face. For a moment she couldn't breathe. She grabbed her phone and dialed Janelle. No hello, no greeting. Just one sentence. "We've been robbed." But neither of them knew. This was only the beginning of something much bigger and far more dangerous. They met in Janelle's kitchen. No cameras, no script, just fear. Janelle spread out her own pile of documents. Ancient texts from Kody, budget analyses, screenshots of missing funds. Christine had cautioned them all those years ago. But they did not listen. They believed Robyn was desperate for Kody's affection, not power. Meri gazed at a transfer slip, dated 2021. The deed to the Arizona house flipped into Robyn's possession. "I was still living there," she whispered. "He said it was ours." Janelle gritted her teeth. "He lied to all of us. And we let him." Meanwhile, in another part of town, Robyn beamed on a FaceTime call. She was offering a remote tour of the house. The living room staging, the new marble countertops, the new landscaping. "It's all mine now," she laughed. "Kody wanted to protect me." Her realtor friend nodded with approval. Smart man. Robyn sipped her coffee, completely unaware that her world was about to burn. Because the women she thought she'd buried were about to rise from the ashes. Back in Meri's kitchen, the mood turned from shock to fire. Christine was called in via Zoom. Her face, calm but tired, flickered onto the screen. "I warned you," she said softly. "But now, you have the paperwork. You have the motive. What are you waiting for?" Meri's voice shattered. "To do what?" Christine's response was swift, brusque. "To reclaim what's yours, and destroy what destroyed us. Every revolution begins with one broken heart, but this time, it began with 3. They sat down a week later with an attorney, a strong one. Divorce and inheritance law, ex-fundamentalist herself. She read the papers, scanned the documents, heard the voicemails. Then she viewed them with a combination of anger and respect. "You have a case. You don't just have a case, you have a fucking storm. If you proceed, you'll dismantle everything, every home, every dollar, every illusion." Janelle answered first. "Then let's do it." The documents were submitted that Friday. Arizona District Court. Plaintiffs, Meri Brown, Janelle Brown, and Christine Allred. Defendant, Robyn Brown. Cause, fraudulent financial seizure of marital assets, coercion, abuse of fiduciary trust, and fraudulent transfer. The lawsuit was sealed. Until it wasn't. Monday morning, TMZ broke it, and by noon Robyn Brown trended on social media. Robyn Brown sued by sister wives, legal wife accused of financial coercion, and in Robyn's perfectly staged kitchen, the first glass finally cracked. The second Robyn read the headline. The walls that she had constructed out of lies began to fall apart, and she didn't even know they'd been built of glass. Kody had not come home in 4 days. He went out for a business meeting and never returned. He was not taking calls. Not even Robyn's. She stormed their bedroom, livid. "Why now?" she growled. "Why would they do this now?" But she knew inside. She knew that day would arrive. And she knew precisely how much she would risk losing. Everything. In court again, the judge made a motion. Robyn is to present a complete financial record of the past 7 years. Bank records, land deeds, business records, everything. Her lawyers attempted to stall. They couldn't. She had 72 hours to get in compliance. And on the final day, Mary, Janelle and Christine stood outside said courthouse, shoulder to shoulder, as she pulled up wearing sunglasses, a scarf and a battalion of attorneys. But this time Robyn was not the sweet, smiling favorite wife. This time she resembled a woman cornered. They say karma takes time, but sometimes it only takes one court order. As Robyn walks into court, a man steps out of a nearby car, tall dark suit, clipboard in hand. He walks up to her and slips a second envelope into her palm. She opens it. Her breath catches. It's not from the court, it's from Kody, and all it says is, "You're on your own now." The courtroom smells like dust, old wood and nerves. Robyn walks in first. She's wearing a black blazer too big for her figure. Perhaps Kody's, perhaps not. She shudders as she holds onto her handbag, as if it were a lifeline. The flash of the press outside. But in the courtroom, nothing but silence. Mary, Janelle and Christine are already seated at the plaintiff's table, unaffected, inscrutable. No nod, no glance, no acknowledgement. The woman they once referred to as sister is now their adversary, and behind them a crowd of cameras, court sketch artists, and witnesses hum like bees looking for honey, or blood. The clerk rises and calls the proceedings to order. Case number 4289B, Brown versus Brown. Civil proceedings commenced. Honorable Judge Esparza, presiding. Robyn blinks once. She just sits. But you could see it, in the tightening of her jaw, in the exhale before the judge walked in. She was afraid. Christine's attorney stands first. A woman with the name Amanda Russo, quick eyes, soft voice. She doesn't pace, she doesn't yell, she talks like a surgeon. Your Honor, this is one woman deconstructing a family from the inside. It's manipulation, deception, and systematic domination over money, property, and people, in the guise of sisterhood. Robyn's attorney protests. Character assassination. The judge dismisses him. This is opening statement. Sit down. Amanda continues. We will present evidence of bank transfers Robyn made without anyone's knowledge or consent. Property deeds signed when other wives were still living in the houses. Voicemails, texts, testimony. And maybe most damning of all, her own husband's confession, Mr. Kody Brown. The crowd gasps. Robyn freezes. She thought the wives would turn on her, but she never thought that Kody would bolt. Mary Brown is the first witness. She stands slowly, in navy blue, hair up, face inscrutable. The bailiff administers the oath. Amanda Russo approaches. Miss Brown, when did you realize your name had been taken off the family trust? Mary swallows. February 2nd. I got a letter in the mail. Anonymous. No explanation. Just my name erased and Robyn's name inserted. And before that, had you been informed of any changes in the law by Robyn or Kody? No, we were supposed to be equals. Spiritual equals. Her voice breaks slightly, but she doesn't weep. Not yet. Amanda produces a document. Do you know what this is? Mary nods slowly. It's the deed to the Flagstaff property. Robyn moved in with Kody. I was still there living. They said it was being refinanced, but it was being transferred. Each of Robyn's lies whispered in that house was now reverberating through the courtroom. Then Amanda does something cruel. She plays a voicemail. It's the voice of Kody. She doesn't need to know. Just make the switch. If she ever does know, we'll just blame it on a misunderstanding. We're not an official family anyway. Gasps spread across the room. Robyn pales. Mary talks again, this time sternly. That man told me I was still his wife. He led me to believe it, while giving all to her. And she watched me believe it. That's what hurts most. Robyn's lawyer objects again. Irrelevant emotion. The judge glares. This is a civil case based on breach of trust. Emotion is very relevant. Janelle is called next. She walks up faster, shoulders squared, a woman ready to fight. She's sworn in and sits, never once looking at Robyn. Amanda begins. Mrs. Brown, you're a financial advisor by profession, correct? Yes. Then you would say you know how family trusts and joint assets are used? Intimately, I used to manage the books for the whole family. And who took your place? Robyn. Silence. And did she have knowledge? No. Just access. Kody shared all the passwords, the bank accounts, the titles. What occurred after she took their place? Janelle bitters her smile. One by one, things disappeared. My name went missing from accounts, from property. Even our LLCs. I had to borrow gas money from her once. The audience wasn't seeing a trial anymore. They were seeing a reckoning. Then Amanda moves in. Mrs. Brown, did you ever feel threatened by Mr. or Mrs. Brown? Janelle pauses. A beat of a long time. Yes, not physically, but emotionally. Kody said to me that if I fought back, I'd never see the kids again. Robyn said to me that obedient wives don't require signatures. The courtroom erupts in whispers. The gavel comes down hard. Silence or I'll clear the room. Amanda asks a final question. Do you think Robyn Brown stole from you on purpose? Janelle, I don't think she just stole from me. I think she stole our whole lives, paper by paper. Robyn's face jerks. For the first time, tears well, but not sympathy tears. Fear. Her attorney leans forward and whispers something in her ear. She nods harshly. Amanda glances across the courtroom. We now call our next witness, Robyn Brown. A gasp from the group. The judge nods. The bailiff rises. Robyn stands, stiff and shuddering. She moves to the stand, sits, and is sworn in. The courtroom breathes. The woman who once sat on the kingdom is going to talk. And what is her first declaration? I didn't steal anything. But sometimes, it's not about what you stole. It's about what you let burn while you held the match. Amanda places a folder in front of Robyn. Inside, an unsigned post-nup contract. Do you know what this is? No, you should. This is the one you talked Kody out of signing just before the previous wife left. Robyn's hands begin to tremble. Amanda can you do's, because if he had signed it, you'd be broke today. The courtroom is chilly, not only in temperature, in quiet. Robyn Brown testifies. All eyes are on her, but hers never rise above the floor. She extends her right hand, takes the oath, but speaks, barely above a whisper. Amanda Russo, the attorney for the plaintiffs, steps into view, slowly, deliberately. Mrs. Brown, do you comprehend you are sworn? Robyn nods, yes. And that perjury is criminal? Another nod, yes. Amanda does not smile, aims no blink. She merely opens a folder and extracts the first paper. Let's begin with this. A withdrawal of $92,000 from the family LLC into your personal business account. 5 months following Christine's departure. Can you tell me what this money was for? Robyn hesitates. It was for renovations. Kody instructed me. To Kody, your legal financial partner? He's my husband. That's not what I asked. Silence. At this moment, the courtroom is not merely a room. It is a spotlight, and Robyn is shrinking under its glare. Amanda goes on, voice firm but even. Mrs. Brown, was Mary and Janelle informed of this transfer? You didn't feel you needed to inform the other women of a common account? Kody mentioned. Kody is not here. You are. Speak for yourself. Robyn's lower lip shakes. I was trying to save what was remaining. What was remaining, or what belonged to you? Amanda pulls out another page. Tell me about the Flagstaff Trust. Why had your name been added, and Mary's taken away without her knowledge? She wasn't there. Yes, she was. For a further 3 months. You signed the transfer when she was still unpacking boxes. Robyn's jaw tenses. Her lawyer stands. Objection. Badgering. The judge doesn't even glance up. Overruled. Proceed. Everyone had arrived anticipating a trial, but what they were seeing was a gradual confession peeling away behind a well-constructed mask. Amanda approaches the jury box, grasping a printed screenshot. This is a text message that you sent to Kody in August 2022. I will read it out. She's emotionally unstable. She shouldn't be part of the legacy. Just protect what we built. Who is she talking about? Robyn pauses. Christine. And what is the legacy, Robyn? Our future, our children, the houses. Amanda smiles minimally. Then you acknowledge the houses were the legacy, something you were going out of your way to preserve? Yes. Then how do you account for this passing of all family name titles to your name? Robyn attempts to reply, but is unable to speak. Amanda advances on her. Christine sacrificed everything to escape. Janelle remained behind, trusting you. Mary felt she still belonged, and you seized every asset and called it legacy. Was it about the throne, Robyn? Or was it about the family? And in an instant the courtroom wasn't questioning Robyn's money anymore. It was questioning her soul. Robyn breaks. She wipes her face, smudges of mascara under her eyes. I didn't want to hurt them. I wanted a future where our kids had something. I was scared they'd leave and take everything. I was scared of being abandoned. Again, for a moment, quiet. Even Janelle crumples. For a second, Amanda nods. Thank you for your candor. Now let's hear what you said to your children. She plays an audio recording. Robyn's voice comes out of the courtroom speaker, crackly. Don't trust them. Aunt Janelle and Aunt Mary are just jealous. They want to take our house away, but they're not your real family anymore. A gasp. From the jury, from the audience, from Janelle herself. Christine covers her mouth. Robyn shakes her head. No, no, that was private. Amanda, you weaponized your children, Robyn. Against their own aunts. Against women who raised them. Sometimes it's not what you say in court that convicts you. It's what you said when you thought no one was listening. The judge looks over his glasses. Mrs. Brown, I highly recommend your attorney prepare for sanctions on discovery in the event that further inconsistencies are discovered with your financial disclosures. Robyn's attorney mutters angrily. The judge goes on. The plaintiffs will have the ability to subpoena 10-year histories of the banks, the phone records, and private LLC documents. Moreover, the court will demand clarification from Mr. Kody Brown, if he can be located. A buzz circulates. Kody's absence becomes suspicious. Robyn's hands begin to shake. Because this courtroom just received a notarized affidavit from a Utah notary, where Kody transferred a private holding company last week. Robyn freezes stiff. The queen of the sister wives' castle just discovered the king already escaped the battlefield. In the hallway outside the courtroom, reporters circle around the door. Fans wave signs. Justice for Janelle. Team Christine. Robyn rises from the witness stand unsteadily, as one departing a battlefield without triumph or protection. But as she walks past Mary on the way out, she freezes. For just a single second, she looks at her, sees through her. An almost glimpse of the old Robyn, the one who cried at every family battle, the one who once pleaded for togetherness. I didn't mean for this, she whispers. Mary's response is icy, final. You didn't have to mean it, you just had to stop it. And you never did. As Robyn leaves the courtroom, her phone rings, a text from an unknown number. You're next. Check the mailbox. Cut to black, then fade in. Robyn opens a small white envelope set in her mailbox at home. Inside, a single sheet of paper. Notice of eviction. 30 days to vacate. Robyn drops to her knees on the porch. And for the first time in this whole war, she is absolutely, totally alone. It's silent in the courtroom. Not because nothing's going on, but because Christine Brown has just walked onto the stand. She moves slowly, purposefully. Not hesitantly, but with heft. This is not a woman trying to prove a point. This is a woman who already knows what was done to her, and is ready to present to the world. She's taken the oath, tucks the mic into place, then fixes her eyes on the jury, not Robyn. Her voice is steady. I loved him. I built a home with him. I raised his kids. And he used every piece of that to break me. Amanda Russo, attorney for the plaintiffs, stands again. She doesn't pose a question. She hits play. An audio tape starts playing. Kody's voice. If you leave, Christine, I swear to God I'll make you regret it. You'll have nothing. Not even the name. The courtroom is silent. Christine doesn't blink. She's heard it before. Amanda, did he say this to you? Christine, yes. On the night I said I was leaving. Robyn was in the other room. And like that, the audience wasn't viewing a court proceeding. They were hearing a confession. Amanda approaches the jury box. Christine, for how long were you married to Mr. Brown? More than 25 years. Spiritually, but not legally. And in all those years, did you have joint financial obligations? Yes. All of it. Grocery shopping, cars, houses, children's school. Did you ever see the family trust agreements? Christine hesitates. No. Kody said he'd do all the paperwork. Said it was simpler that way. So he signed everything, and you trusted him. Yes. Did Robyn ever show you financial documents? Christine blinks, then closes her eyes for a second. No, she said it was Kody's department, but she always had the last word. Amanda presses a folder into Christine's hand. Inside, bank withdrawal screenshots, deeds, transfers, all signed by Robyn and Kody. Do you see any of these? Christine doesn't even open the folder. No, because they never showed me a damn thing. This wasn't a divorce anymore. This was a dismantling of decades. Amanda points to a court monitor. Now we'll play a video recorded in 2021. You are in therapy. Do you agree to us sharing this? Christine nods. Yes. The truth doesn't need protecting anymore. The video plays. It's grainy, homemade, a Zoom session with Christine, a therapist, and Kody. Christine is shaking in the video. I feel like I'm the extra wife. I feel like I'm just there to keep the family together while you create a new life with Robyn. Kody's tone is icy. I'm not attracted to you anymore, and I don't owe you an explanation. I'm staying because of obligation, not love. A gasp ripples through the courtroom. Christine on the witness stand observes herself weeping in that video, but now she does not tear up, because she's already endured this agony. Amanda switches off the screen. How did that experience impact you? Christine, it killed me. Silently, for months. I smiled through dinners, through cameras, through Robyn's tales. He reminded me that I was unloved, and I still made his coffee the morning after. There is a silence that only broken wives get, and today Christine broke it aloud. Amanda softens her tone. Christine, did Robyn ever call to give you some solace at that time? Christine shakes her head. No, she told me I was overreacting, that I needed to pray harder, that I had to accept the hierarchy of love. Did she ever make amends? Never. She told me to be thankful for what I had. Amanda takes a step back, then forward again. Do you think Robyn played a part in getting you deposed from the family trust? Christine takes a deep breath. I don't just think so, I know so, and I have the messages to back it up. She takes out her phone, hands it to Amanda. Amanda plugs it into the monitor. Text messages between Robyn and Kody, dated 3 weeks before Christine left. Robyn, once she's gone, we can clean house. Make sure it's protected. Kody, she won't fight. She never does. Robyn, good. Let her walk out with nothing. The silence after that message wasn't shock. It was shame. The shame of watching the truth finally come out. Amanda addresses the judge. Your Honor, we now ask for a temporary hold on all the remaining assets in Robyn Brown's name, pending investigation in full. The judge smiles. Granted. Robyn slumps in her chair. Christine does not glance at her. But she does have one final thing to say, to the jury. He said I was too emotional, that I'd destroy everything if I went away, and that no one would ever believe me. I hope today shows him otherwise. The judge adjourns. Christine leaves the stand. She does not cry, but everyone in the courtroom does. Outside the courthouse, the media engulf Christine. Christine, what's next? She hesitates. Smiles. We're not finished. We've hardly begun to inquire where the other funds went. Just as she says it, Mary's phone rings. A message from an unfamiliar number. He's back, and he wants to talk. The courtroom doors open. All cameras turn. All phones go up. There he is. Kody Brown. Long coat. Slick back. Eyes concealed behind black sunglasses. The man at the center of the universe. The puppet master. The patriarch. The husband who constructed a kingdom from promises of the spiritual. Finally arrives. But he is accompanied by others. He enters flanked by 2 attorneys, both in finely cut suits, with fat briefcases. No smile, no wave, no recognition of the women once known to him as wives. He strides right by Robyn, and doesn't even glance in her direction. And just like that, Robyn realized the one and only person who could rescue her wasn't present. The courtroom erupts into murmurs as the judge brings the session back to life. Amanda Russo stands first. Your Honor, plaintiffs call Mr. Kody Brown to the stand on a voluntary or subpoena basis. Kody's attorney rises. Mr. Brown is here. He will take the witness stand on one condition. The judge raises an eyebrow. Speak. That we be permitted to file a countersuit right after his testimony. Gasps. Christine's jaw clenches. Mary's fists are balled under the table. The judge glances at Amanda. She nods. We accept. Nobody in that room was prepared for what was to come. Not even Robyn. Kody strides to the stand with the confidence of a man who still thinks he can spin truth into loyalty. He's sworn in. Amanda approaches. Mr. Brown, do you verify the money transfers, property titles, and texts introduced into evidence? I verify them. Did you make those choices on your own? Kody hesitates. Looks straight at Robyn for the first time. No. Robyn was present at each signature, each transfer, each decision. Robyn's face collapses. But you started them, yes? Some of them. Yes. Did you threaten Christine when she was attempting to leave? Emotionally? Possibly. I was upset. But physical threats? Never. Do you regret the way you treated Mary, Janelle, and Christine? Kody cocks his head. Regret doesn't matter. The reality is, I couldn't manage 4 wives, so I picked one, and now that decision is in the dock. He didn't just admit he blew up the family myth in one sentence. Amanda produces a bank statement. Mr. Brown, this transfer to Robyn's personal business account, was that your suggestion? Yes. And what was the reasoning? She was the only legal wife. I figured it would shield us from taxes, from lawsuits, from the church. Did you speak with the other wives? No. Amanda hands him one final piece of paper. And this? The document dropping Mary and Janelle from the family LLC. Why was this all done secretly? Kody shrugs. Because I didn't care anymore. Mary gasps. Christine closes her eyes. Janelle doesn't stir. They were gone in their hearts already. I merely made it official. Instead of a man who professed to love 4 women, he entombed them as footnotes in a court document. Amanda takes a step back. No more questions. The courtroom holds its breath. Robyn's attorney doesn't stand up. Kody's attorney does. Your Honor, with your indulgence, we'd like to introduce Mr. Brown's countersuit. The judge scowls. Proceed. Kody's attorney drops a manila folder on the table. Miss Brown is suing Robyn Brown for misrepresentation of finances, contract abuse, and hidden debt of $680,000. The room erupts. Gasps, shouts, reporters stumble over themselves texting out headlines. Robyn's mouth drops open. "You're suing me?" Kody finally faces her. "You took the house. You took the accounts. You even took the last name. But you never told me about the second mortgage, or the back taxes owed." Robyn is immobile. "I trusted you, and I trusted you not to bankrupt me." The man who left 3 wives just declared war on the one he picked. Christine leans over to Janelle. "This wasn't in the plan." Janelle, "No, but maybe it will be." The judge bangs the gavel. "We'll take a 30-minute recess. Counsel meet in chambers, now." The room explodes into pandemonium. Robyn runs after Kody. "You can't do this. I gave everything up for you." He spins. "Then you should have guarded it better, perhaps." He exits. Cameras descend. Robyn collapses in front of the courtroom doors, weeping. Not out of sympathy, but because, finally, she does not have a single person left on her side. At recess, Amanda is handed a flash drive in a white envelope. No note, no address. She inserts it into her laptop. Inside is a video file with the following title, Robyn Confession 2019. If it's real, it changes everything. The file opens. Robyn is on screen, staring directly at the camera. "If anyone ever sees this, it means I lost. But just know, I never meant to hurt them. I just didn't want to lose him." The courtroom is somber today, not literally, but in atmosphere. No press gossip, no whispering, even the judge's tone sounds more subdued. Because what they're going to see isn't testimony. It's a confession from within. Amanda Russo appears before the court, flash drive in her hand. "Your Honor, with permission, we plan on presenting video evidence of an anonymous source." The file is a personal statement from the defendant. Mrs. Robyn Brown, dated 2019. The judge leans forward. Was the identity confirmed? Amanda verified by timestamp, metadata, and facial recognition. The judge pauses, then nods. Proceed. The lights fade. The courtroom screen stutters, and then Robyn materializes. But not the glamorous courtroom Robyn. Not the reality TV Robyn. This Robyn is sobbing, alone, with a phone camera in her shaking hands. She says, "If anyone ever sees this, it means I've lost him. Kody. And maybe I deserve to." It gasps within the courtroom. Mary's face is frozen in shock. Janelle's jaw is hanging open. Christine, she closes her eyes. She's heard this voice before, but never like this. Robyn goes on, "I didn't intend for it to go this way. I only wanted to get something for my children." He kept insisting that he didn't want to get in the middle of another legal fiasco like the first time. "So I told him, make me your legal wife. I'll safeguard everything." She blows her nose, dabs at her tears. "But I didn't quit. I stole the deed from Mary. I shifted the LLC out of Janelle's name. I explained to Kody Christine didn't care about all the business. And when they didn't realize, I just kept on going." The courtroom wasn't breathing anymore. They were stuck in the truth. Robyn stops in the video, then stares directly into the camera. "I didn't do it for money. I did it because I figured, if I controlled everything, Kody wouldn't leave me." She takes a deep breath. They say polygamy is about spiritual unity, but it's actually about who's going to get out first. And I was never going to be that wife. In the gallery, a juror clearly blubs away. Christine opens her eyes and glares straight ahead. Face pinched, heart shattering. The video stops. Silence. And then, a second video begins to play. Amanda mouths, "There's more." Now the screen displays Kody and Robyn together. This time they're smiling. A private recording. Unfiltered. Hidden camera footage. Robyn laughing. Mary still believes she has a stake in the B&B. Kody smiling slyly. Let her dream. When it's time, she won't even realize what hit her. Robyn, Janelle's next. Once we have the Flagstaff thing settled, we'll be the only ones standing. Kody finally. Just us. The rest of them were baggage. Anyway. Mary gasps aloud. Janelle hard blinks, swallowing rage. Christine whispers, they planned it all along. For years they sold the illusion of unity. But in private, they were tallying pieces of a kingdom. No one else had any idea was for sale. The judge bangs the gavel. Recess for 2 hours. Plaintiff's counsel and defense are to meet with me in chambers now. Everyone starts to shuffle out. Slowly, quietly. But Robyn, she just sits there. Eyes wide. Mouth open. Her own voice ringing in her ears. Kody is off again. He jumped up the second. The second video began. No notice. No farewell. And now, Robyn's more than the defendant. She's the villain of her own confession. Outside, there are reporters everywhere. Christine, how did you feel after the video? She responds levelly. It hurt, but it finally makes sense. Mary stands behind her. I gave that woman everything. My loyalty, my trust. And she called me baggage. Janelle shakes her head. She didn't steal from us. She wiped us out. Back in the courthouse. Amanda sits down and opens her folder. There's one final card to play. A subpoena for a shadowy shell company under Robyn's name. A company which has been secretly siphoning funds out of the sister wives' former business ventures. They now estimate more than $320,000 was siphoned out under Robyn's name. And the trail? It leads straight to an unregistered property in Utah, one Robyn never disclosed. What began as a custody and asset battle has now become a case of felony fraud. As Robyn walks to her car, someone grabs her arm. It's a woman. Blonde. Sunglasses. Face hidden. She whispers, "You think Christine was your biggest problem? I'm wife #5, and I'm ready to talk." The world is watching now. Every major network. Every headline. Every podcast. The Sister Wives Courthouse showdown has gone viral. But no one saw what happened next. Her name is Alana Rivers. She strides into the courtroom, a box of papers in her arms, and a handwritten marriage certificate on church stationery. The date 2014. The courtroom breaks out in whispers. Christine turns pale. Janelle says in a soft whisper, "Is that?" Mary nods deliberately. "Wife, number 5. Robyn," she appears as if she's just seen a ghost. Because Alana isn't just a woman with receipts. She's the one Kody never shared with anyone. The courtroom didn't just shift. It cracked open. The bailiff administers the oath. She lays her hand on the Bible, voice firm. Amanda Russo stands up. "Miss Rivers, please state your relationship to Mr. Kody Brown." "I was spiritually married to him in March of 2014. In a private ceremony. No cameras. No legal documents. Just a covenant and a promise." "And was anyone else aware of this marriage?" "Only Robyn," gasps. The crowd stirs again. "You're telling us Robyn Brown knew about this?" "She arranged it." Amanda's eyes narrow. "Please explain." Alana opens her box. She removes a spiral notebook. Frayed edges, pages curled from time. Inside are handwritten letters from Robyn. One reads, "If Christine ever finds out, it'll ruin everything. Just stay quiet. Your time will come." Another, "Kody told you you're different. Gentle. Not like Mary. We just have to watch out for Janelle." Amanda points to the jury. Mary sits forward. Face blank. "Christine?" She's shaking. Little shakes in her fingers. Anger contained just beneath the skin. "Miss Rivers. Why now?" "Because I was sick of being the secret. I was sick of being the insurance policy Robyn kept in her back pocket, just in case things began to crumble. And now, Robyn's immaculately manicured kingdom was infested with ghosts." Amanda pushes on. "Did you get any monetary compensation from Mr. Brown?" "No pay, but they paid my rent. Provided me with a car. A credit card in Robyn's name." "Were you engaged in any business enterprises?" "Yes. I oversaw 2 of the Sister Wives clothing inventory shipments. Under a cover name." Amanda faces the judge. "We ask for a forensic audit of all companies associated with Miss Rivers, Robyn Brown, and the Brown Family LLC, including the unregistered Utah property." Judge nods. "Granted." Subpoenas to be issued forthwith. Robyn appears ready to collapse. Her mouth opens but nothing issues from it. Everything she'd constructed on secrecy now stood under a microscope. Then Alana drops the bombshell. "I have one thing more." She hands Amanda an envelope sealed within a prenup, signed by Robyn and Kody in 2015. This was the contract Robyn got Kody to sign, in case they broke up. Amanda reads from the paper. In the event of a separation, all property in Robyn Brown's name is hers alone, and Kody Brown waives all claim. Your Honor, this flies in the face of Robyn's courtroom testimony that no personal benefit was involved. The judge's demeanor changes to icy. Defense? Explain this. Robyn's attorney fumbles through an objection. Hearsay, surprise evidence. Overruled. Amanda rests her case. For the moment. The courtroom wasn't just about justice anymore. It was about survival. Outside the courthouse, the media is dining. Is Robyn in trouble for perjury? Who else knew about wife #5? Was Kody constructing a secret empire behind the scenes? Mary speaks quietly into a reporter's mic. She kept asking us to believe her. Turns out, she didn't even believe in us. Janelle's voice is stronger. We weren't sister wives. We were pawns. Christine? She remains silent. But she looks straight into the camera and smiles. Not because she's happy. Because the reckoning has finally begun. That night, a package arrives at Amanda's office. No return address. Inside is a single flash drive, marked in thick black letters. Sister Wives 2010, 2017. Hidden files. Do not destroy. Amanda inserts it into her laptop. Her eyes widen. Oh my God. She grabs her phone. Christine, you have to see this. It's everything. The courtroom is filled to capacity. Security is tight. Reporters are shoulder to shoulder. Even the judge appears a decade older than he did at the beginning of the trial. And at the hub of it all, Amanda Russo stands with the flash drive in her hand. No expression on her face. But behind her, Christine, Mary, Janelle, stoic, intense, ready. Robyn sits alone today. Kody hasn't come back since the confession file was played. She's surrounded by attorneys. But utterly, frightfully alone. Amanda inserts the drive. Your Honor, with your permission, we'd like to introduce video files received anonymously into our office.